Under a severe weather alert, and we're closely watching what's going to happen over the next couple of days, because you're thinking heavy rain.
The heavy rain is going to be our main issue. Now, there is kind of secondary to that some strong storms. We've seen a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings issued, but that not really as much of a threat as the flooding. And it could be more of a widespread concern as the rain that will be moving our way, all very efficient in producing heavy accumulations of rain. Now, so far, the rain that we have seen move through more scattered, and they're moving very quickly. It's when we start to get to more of these complexes of storms that are setting up out to our west that we really have more of the flooding concern, and that starts later tonight, probably not beginning across our North Shore parishes until after 9 to 10 p.m. So scattered rainfall, a few thunderstorms here and there, and again, a couple of these have gone rogue to become severe with some strong winds as well as small hail. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, but that threat is pretty minimal. Scattered rain moving across the North Shore, our river parishes down the bayou, and will continue through the evening. Then the flooding threat moves in overnight tonight. This model, as well as one of our high resolution model, not really indicating all of the rain that's been developing out ahead. So just kind of keep that in mind. We will see the scattered showers through 10 o'clock, and then more substantial rains moving in after 10 toward midnight. They will continue right through after daybreak tomorrow, and what kind of worries me is this little tail, this little boundary that forms. If this were to be the case, we would see kind of a setup of significant rainfall totals in a fairly narrow area, but exactly where this band sets up is yet to be determined. We will see. But notice how, at least per this model, we do see a bit more of a focus as we head toward the morning, midday, and early afternoon hours on the South Shore. Some scattered rain into Wednesday afternoon and evening, but a bit of a drier trend. And then Thursday, at least per the models, not looking nearly as wet. And it's very possible, associated with this upper disturbance, that we do get a bit of a break and maybe a few more showers roll in on Friday. But at least per some of the high resolution models, we are going to get some breaks, but not until more tomorrow afternoon. So through the night and really into Thursday evening, we're expecting those rounds of rain. Significant street flooding is possible. And I say significant because this is more than just it rises on the streets. It could be in elevated areas where it does get into homes and businesses. WWL app necessary, and on WWL Plus we will have live radar going throughout the course of the week. So everyone is under the flood watch. That goes into effect until Thursday afternoon, when we see most of our rainfall tonight through tomorrow morning, and then during the day Wednesday, a little bit more of a focus on the South Shore. Now by Thursday into Friday, we still have a threat, but it's much lower, and it is starting to shift a little bit more to the east. As far as widespread rainfall totals, I think we're pretty safe with saying 3 to 6 inches. Now, most of that occurs tonight and early tomorrow. That would lead to flooding. Some localized totals, at least in some models, have been coming in 8 to 10. I think those would be extreme numbers. This is one of our high resolution models, and overall, it's actually trending a little bit less than some of the other global models. The same thing with the HER model. Not nearly as much. If that is the trend, great. But they are still going a little bit heavier toward Acadiana, and that has been something we've been watching really since yesterday. As far as severe weather goes, again, secondary to the flooding threat, we do have a slight risk of level 2, mainly from strong winds and the possibility of hail. Slim chance of a tornado. Can't always rule those out completely, but that's more of a even less chance in terms of the severe weather. And then notice we do have a low end threat during the day on Wednesday, and it may be, as that model was showing, kind of that complex moving across more the South Shore. Now, per the Storm Prediction Center, on Thursday, all of us are under that low end threat for severe storms, but you just saw the models actually been trending a little bit drier. These type of systems are very difficult to forecast because we've got one wave coming here. There's really nothing between it and the upper low that is out over the desert southwest. So we will see if there is any further development as this system continues in a position where we will get more rounds of rain. Even if it isn't the flooding threat, we're going to keep a wetter pattern now looking to be even into the weekend. At one point, it looked like this upper low is going to be east of us, and thus we would be on the dry side by the weekend. Right now, it looks like it's going to keep us on at least some spotty showers through our Saturday and Sunday. So certainly the greater threat is going to be tomorrow, through the night tonight, tomorrow, and into Thursday. Less of a chance on Friday from flooding, and far less but mostly cloudy for the weekend. We start to get into some drier, less humid air by early next week.